just the rhythm of the season beginning to set in. Teams are starting to establish their identity.
They're also starting to understand, all right, these are our rotations. The players are now establishing their roles. You are definitely starting to see teams not only hone into their approach, but refine their approach.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Walker Kessler and Van Vliet out there with White. Then it's Flagg. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Gordon. 6 to shoot. Over Flagg. And the basket by Gordon.
I don't think there's any fear when it comes to shooting over the defense. Aaron Gordon's athleticism and release point, he cannot be contained.
Here's White. We saw him with 10 points last game. Now Flagg. Timberwolves passing it around. And he makes that one. White's got his second bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Connects from three-point range.
Silky three-point shot by Ingram. Just goes to the arc and knocks it down.
Pass to Flagg. On the wing, Johnson. Now here's White. Inside, Flagg. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
The defense trying to stifle Flagg inside, but even the physicality won't stop this young man.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off.
Well-rounded. That's the term you saw all over Flagg's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
And the second free throw, good. So Doris, after finishing last season with the second worst record in the NBA, the Wizards sliding to the number 6 pick in the lottery.
Listen, Kevin, obviously this is not ideal, but I don't consider in a deep draft this to be the worst case scenario. You have to be patient, continue to build the right way, and your player evaluation in the draft is absolutely critical.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Van Vliet. Now Flagg. Releases. Here's Kessler.
Mitchell Robinson, when he contests shots, he is flat intimidating. He changes what you're thinking as an offensive player.
Outside, Maxey. Ingram, a screen on Van Vliet. Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Flagg. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Washington. Here's Shepard, covered by Van Vliet. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Shepard. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Van Vliet against Maxey. And stolen by Maxey. Pass to Ingram. Here's Shepard. 11-point game his last outing. 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Here's Ingram. Another one falls for Washington.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has yet to score. Over Maxey. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Gordon inside. Johnson's there.
Phenomenal rim protection right there by Johnson. This is the kind of defense this team is starting to expect from him.
Kessler passes to Johnson. Here's White, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Washington leading now by 4. Now, here's Maxey. Last game we saw him score 13. Launches a 3. Kessler with the rebound.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Van Vliet passes to White. Back to Van Vliet. Kessler setting the pick for Van Vliet. Robinson with the block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
For Washington, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. The Wizards with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Second chance shot, and Flagg with the nice bucket inside. And this game is tied up now.
And how about the energy from Flagg on the offensive glass, keeping the possession alive and converting.
Van Vliet against Maxey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
First one falls for him.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
Maxey hits them both.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Here's Flagg. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Here's Kessler. And good that time.
Defensive pressure simply not enough to deter Kessler in that instance.
Ingram against Johnson. Pass to Shepard. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Maxey kicks to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Robinson. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
This is about the extent of Mitchell Robinson's game, but boy, he's putting in work in the mid-range.
Here's Flagg. Defended by Gordon. Ingram against Johnson. White left side. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard will break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And he knocks down the first one.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Iguodaro's checked in, and Topic is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And both free throws good for White. Here's Maxey, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Hardaway against White. Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely. Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games. A very confident group of young men right now. Cooper Flagg is second. Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer, and he's got the game to do just that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Flagg. Vanderbilt comes in for Jalen Johnson. And Saras subbed in for Kobe White. Timberwolves trail. And we got a story out of Boston. And who else but Shams Charania with the scoop for us. Shams, what's the news on the Celtics?
Hey, Kevin. They are really pumped about adding Damian Lillard to this roster. An experienced guard, known for his incredible shooting range, fearless demeanor, but they believe his leadership, both on and off the floor, will be a huge aspect to this team's success.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. And thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Here's Topic. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Tyrese Maxey. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Averaging about 22 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
He's off on the first. And Washington making a change here. Branham's checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Wizards with the lead. To Hardaway. Sarab with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Washington's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's a screen. From outside the arc. And they get it back. Tries again. Rebound by the Wizards. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season. 18 feet out. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
At the line for the Wizards, Kyle Brenner. One shot.
And that one misses. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Topic. They set the pick. Takes the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
shot.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 4. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on.
On the wing, Walker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now Walker following Bogdanovic's three-point attempt. Pass to Topic. To the middle. Here's Vanderbilt. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Edwards. And here is Hardaway. Over Saraf. Hardaway, no good. Here's Saraf. Guarded by Hardaway. Iguodala, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brenham, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second person.
It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Wizards have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Pass to Saraf. Back to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Here's Topic. After the basket by Bogdanovich. Edwards against Walker. Pass to Branham. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Topic. On the top of the key. He can't get that one.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I think let's give them credit as well for the job they've done getting to the free throw line. It's been a huge factor for them.
On the court for Minnesota, Walker Kessler is out there with Flag. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Jalen Johnson. And it's White in at the 2 guard. A shot by Johnson, no good. And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey team, Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Knocked away and stolen by White. It's stolen by Shepard. To Ingram. Banked in off the glass. Ingram's got 9.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Flag. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Indiana.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboard. What a complete game for this guy.
Out to White to stop the run. Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
A volume three-point shooter. You have to expect White to connect on those looks from the outside.
Here's Maxey. Johnson with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. To the paint, here's Richardson. And easy 2 points on the layup. Richardson's got his first basket.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Ingram. Snap back shot. Robinson. It's good on the putback.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Now here's White. Johnson outside. Kessler finds Johnson. Here's Flag. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's White. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
Pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to Gordon. For the 3. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Gordon's got 5.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
And here is Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Maxey grabs the miss. Ingram against Johnson. Shoots. Again, the Wizards score.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat. Teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
Minnesota making a switch. Van Vliet's checked in. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Well, you look at Maxey. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
To the left wing. Johnson against Ingram. Fires for three. Keeps it alive. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's White. 12 points for him. And Robinson comes to help. And it's flag missing. Here's Shepard. Light covering. Pass to Shepard. No good that time. White with the defensive effort. Johnson the pass to Van Vliet. Back to Johnson. Now flag. Here's Kessler. Sinks that one from the post. Kessler's got 6.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Maxey on the wing. Covered by Van Vliet. Maxey, no good. Timberwolves trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Now, here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. Gordon kicks to Maxey. Gordon with the screen for Maxey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Timberwolves timeout.
Group substitution now for Minnesota. Iguodaro's checked in. Walker comes in for flag. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jalen Johnson. And Saraf's subbed in for White. Minnesota with the ball. 17-point game. The Timberwolves again can't hit. side, Maxey to the wing on the left. Bounce pass, Bogdanovich. Hardaway from outside. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Minnesota shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses. Washington leading now by 15. Outside Hardaway. Over Saraf. Hardaway, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Iguodala off target at the rim. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Washington. They led by as many as 18 points. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. The Wizards have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And the Wizards making a change here. Branham's checked in. On the free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Saraf. Misses the 3. Vanderbilt against Bogdanovich. The 3. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. So it's the Timberwolves now. He tries for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Pass to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Outside Edwards. Branham, the pass to Hardaway. And again, Washington, no good.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Pass to Saraf. Over Hardaway. Saraf gets the bucket. Saraf's got 6 here in this quarter.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Outside Hardaway. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Just 1 for 5 this quarter. You know he wants to help his team, but not sure if shooting is the way to do it.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Branham. 7 points in the game. Edwards, no good. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Here's Branham. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Fires from the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. VanVleet passes to Vanderbilt. It's blocked. Wizards leading by 15. Bogdanovich up top. Vanderbilt defending. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Hardaway. Edwards with the screen for Hardaway. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Took him no time at all on that one. Walker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the 3-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Here's Edwards. That shot is off. Walker with some nice D. Here's VanVleet. Bank shot, no good. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Branham, covered by Van Vliet. Here's Branham. And the layup's good off the glass. Branham's got his third basket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
And so it's Washington in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Washington Wizards.
That rim is looking awfully big to them right now. I'm telling you, even though those shots are tough, they're going in.
Yeah, this lead is monstrous, and there's still another half to go. And now let's turn our attention to the player of the month in each conference. The Western Conference winner, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master at getting his own shot, as well as creating for others. Simply unstoppable on offense. Also a tremendous rebounder in his position.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, you have to like what we're seeing from Kobe White.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Washington leading now by 16. Gordon out there with Robinson. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Shepard. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gordon's got the first points of the second half here for Washington. Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Fires for 3. Pass to Van Vliet. Kessler setting the pick for Van Vliet. Top of the key jumper, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Ingram against Johnson. Now here's Ingram. T right on him. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Timberwolves trail by 20. Pass to Kessler. Here's White. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. White's got 14 points.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
Gordon, the pass to Ingram. Robinson sets a screen for Ingram. Back to Gordon. Now Shepard. White covering. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram. Another one falls for Washington.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to White. To the wing right side. 3-pointer. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Flagg. Flagg's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Maxey against Van Vliet. Gordon with a screen on Van Vliet. And it's Flagg with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Johnson kicks to White. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Back to Maxey. Out to Ingram. The tray. Good on the triple. He's got 18.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hands.
And the Timberwolves call time here. A quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Outside, White. Here's Flag, defended by Kessler, setting the pick for Flag. Another miss by Minnesota. Washington leading now by 20. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Guys, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Topic is checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one falls for Ingram.
An all-star in this league. I think Ingram still flies a bit under the radar, but Brandon can be a #1 option, no doubt.
Here's Topic. He's covered by Maxey. And the 3 ball is good. White's got 17.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Maxey finds Robinson. Gordon for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Topic. He's covered by Maxey. Count it. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
Maxey deciding where to go with it. Rebound, Minnesota. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Here's Topic. He's covered by Maxey. Flag with it. Pass to Johnson. Here's Topic. No good on the triple. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Over Topic. And the basket by Gordon. He's got 9.
Well, boy, oh boy, each year Aaron Gordon adding to that offensive arsenal. The mid-range game is right there.
Minnesota calls timeout. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Washington. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
And seeing where the Wizards are, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Kessler, screen on Gordon. Pass to Kessler. Robinson with the block. And he recovers it.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Maxey. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Here's White. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
White against Maxey. Over White. Maxey, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Reed Shepherd.
And with those long strides, the flag gets downhill in a hurry.
2 shots.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Minnesota. Iguodaro's checked in, and it's Richardson in for White. Both good from the line that time. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Atlanta Hawks.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Walker comes in for Flag. And Vanderbilt subbed in for Jalen Johnson. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Wizards second.
Yeah, boy, they've been hot from three this past month. That's what happens when you have good shooters who get into a good rhythm.
For Minnesota, they have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them. First free throw is good. And Washington making a change here. Rynham's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. Wizards leading by 18. Outside Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. There's Walker with the three. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Branham. He's got 9. The Wizards with another miss.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's Topic. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Richardson, no luck. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Branham, the pass to Bogdanovich. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Gordon's check in for Edwards.
For Washington, number 32, Aaron Gordon.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Timberwolves passing it around. Walker against Gordon. To the inside. And that one's good. Iguodala's got 6.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Outside Bogdanovich. Cracks in the tray. And the Wizards lead by 19.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Vanderbilt kicks to Walker. For 3, Richardson doesn't get it to drop for him. Wizards shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Second team foul.
For Washington, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Here's Topic. On the wing, Walker. Richardson outside. Here's Topic. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington leading now by 21. Outside Hardaway. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Walker's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Hardaway. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
3 minutes. In the third quarter.
Vanderbilt the pass to Walker. Richardson outside. A 3-ball. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Richardson. 11 points for Walker.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Outside Bogdanovich. 1:33 left in the third. Pocket 6. Pass to Branham. A floater. It's rebounded by Topic. Timberwolves trail by 18. To the middle. Here's Vanderbilt. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vanderbilt's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Here's Branham. 11 points in the game. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Branham's got 13.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
For 3, Richardson. Washington with the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
From beyond the arc, the shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for Washington. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be back with you shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Fred VanVleet. Johnson is out there with Flag. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's White in at the 2.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Kobe White. At the line for 1.
And that one misses. Wizards leading by 11. Ingram kicks to Maxey. Ingram against White. And it's Ingram missing. Minnesota shooting around 41% on the night. VanVleet passes to White. Maxey against VanVleet. Pass to Kessler. Now Flag. Robinson with the block. Here's Ingram. Knocks down the 10-footer. Ingram's got 23.
Gotta love the control Ingram has with the basketball.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Johnson outside. Pass to Kessler. White looking around. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And keeping that head on a swivel, Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Shepard. Maxey against Van Vliet. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now Kessler. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Bangs home the trifecta.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first three of the night.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Washington. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. To the inside, out to Ingram. Robinson sets a screen for Ingram. Just 3 to shoot. And finished off by Robinson. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Johnson for 3. No good on that one. Wizards leading by 16. Maxey passes to Shepard. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Johnson against Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, he'll take it.
The line for Washington, Brandon Ingram. Who's that?
And that one falls for Ingram. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Washington. Both free throws good for Ingram.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Ingram. The step-back jumper is good. Ingram's got 27.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
White, good. Washington leading now by 16. And here's Maxey. Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Johnson. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Here's Maxey. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And Flagg gets it to go on the assist from Van Vliet. And that's now 10 points for Cooper Flagg. Here's Shepard. Light covering. Shepard, the pass to Maxey. Robinson, a screen on Van Vliet. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And in that pick-and-roll action, you have to stop the ball first. Maxey too good with the rock in his hands. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now Shepard. Pass to Ingram. Inside. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Flagg. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Always looking to get to his spots. Flagg applies non-stop pressure on the defense.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Good on both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
So it's Washington now. Outside, Maxey. Beyond the arc. And it's White with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 13. Fires the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
Taking 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. Washington leading now by 10. Fires, high post. Maxey, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Ingram with the steal. Down low. And Maxey with the basket on the assist from Ingram. And the Wizards lead by 12.
The way Maxey can twist and contort on a finish is so tough to defend.
Pass to Flagg to the inside. It's stolen by Shepard. Pushing it up. Steps back. Gordon dishes to Robinson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Here's Flag. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Johnson kicks to Van Vliet. And Kessler throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
On pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Kessler passes to Van Vliet. Count it.
Well, for a point guard like Fred Van Vliet, you've got to be able to get into the mid-range. It opens up the other aspects of your offense, keeps the defense off balance.
Here's Maxey. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to Flag. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Shepard with the ball. White on it.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And the Wizards making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Minnesota on D, down by 12. Gordon for three. Goes back up. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Bogdanovich against White. Gordon with the screen for Bogdanovich. The Wizards with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
White outside. Driving inside. From 7. Rebounded by Bogdanovich. Wizards leading by 12. Now, here's Maxey. It's Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson got it to go off the glass.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Kessler a screen on Gordon. Now Kessler launches it. Rebounded by Bogdanovich. Now Maxey. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Robinson sets a screen for Ingram. The putback. Oh, sticks the putback.
Boy, what a save by Mitchell Robinson. Conversion on the second chance bucket.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bogdanovich against White. Driving to the basket.
And that burst of speed, sometimes White just too much for a defense, which is why you see them compromise.
Shooting for Minnesota, Kobe White at the line for 2.
And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter. Maxey outside Bogdanovich. Here is Gordon. Outside Ingram. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Robinson sets a screen for Maxey. And he jams it in.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Washington.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Robinson.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Mitchell Robinson.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. On the wing, Walker, guarded by Robinson. And that one is good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Stolen by Walker. Here's Topic. No good there.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
Here's Edwards. 5 to shoot. Now Bogdanovich. From deep. No good. Here's Iguodaro. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sideline. Allie?
Aaron, a tough stretch of basketball coming up for you guys. How do you keep your eye on the winning side?
We just got to keep sharing the ball, keep believing in each other. Defensively, we have some things that we need to clean up, but we're doing well.
Good luck with the adjustments. Thanks, Aaron.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now, we present the player of the
He wasn't cruel and he made sure